It's 23 and a half minutes past 7. The Greens are on a mission to clean up 10 of the country's most polluted rivers and make them swimmable again. They announced their campaign at the AGM last month, and today it officially kicks off. Green Party co-leader Matiria Turei joins me from Wellington. Matiria, good morning.
Oh, kia ora, Paul. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Let's just frame it. At one end, you've got rivers which are just toxic. Then you've got wadable, which the government seems to be happy with. Then swimmable, yes. Then drinkable. Drinkable is just too expensive, is it? We can't get it to that stage.
Oh, well, we can, but I mean, you have to start. You have to get started with the plan, and the plan is at least have them swimmable so that you can put your face in the water and your kids can be safe swimming in the water.
Yeah.
And do, get rid of the pollution and just put in place those systems, and then we will get to drinkable in time. But if you have a wadable standard, no one's going to change anything.
Okay, so what are the big challenges to achieving in these 10 particularly, and they're significant rivers around the country, what are the big challenges that stand in the way of where they are now and swimmable?
So the biggest challenges are around intensification and the pollution that goes into these rivers. So, nitrates, for example, from dairy farming, pollution from industry. These are the major issues, and they have been for a long time, so they're not new. But we need to keep putting in place the protections to reduce the pollution that goes into our rivers so that our kids can swim in them safely. And the point of this tour and this campaign, we've chosen these 10 rivers because they are examples of rivers from across the country. They are rivers that people love and are already working to protect communities and farmers. So we want to support those projects, but also highlight the risks so that people really know what we can lose if we don't put in place protections to stop the pollution.
Now, and I do this sometimes myself, people will say, oh, the Greens, they just want to achieve this, which is an okay goal, but they are prepared to sacrifice the economy and the standard of living for it. Now, we talk about because water is such a valuable asset. It's a valuable asset for industry, for business, for farming. Can you make these rivers swimmable without hampering the economy, without hampering agriculture?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've been saying for a long time, no water, no milk. I mean, if we don't have clean water and healthy soils for our dairy industry, for our horticultural and agricultural industries, we won't have this amazing economy, this amazing industry that can really contribute to New Zealand and the world. But we've got to clean up our waterways and we've got to protect those healthy soils. So let's make sure we do that by resource consents for intensification of dairying, which at least means we can look at the environmental effects of farming and help protect and mitigate against them, for example. So then we've got the tools and we have the passion. Farmers all over the country are working really hard to restore.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
So, yeah.
In my neck of the woods, I know there are many farmers that are fencing off waterways and fencing off dams and things like that to try and make an improvement. Are you a little bit alarmed that National wants to steal some of your glory? I mean, we had this predator-free by 2050 thing the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, do you take this as like a compliment because everyone sees how important the environment is, or do you go back into your little caucus and say, buggers?
Oh, it's really good if they're making a commitment to predator-free by 2050. It's a great goal, and I completely agree with the goal. The problem is they haven't put the resources into making it happen. They're actually asking for the private sector to pay for it.
Do you think you can do it? I mean, do you think it's achievable? I mean, because no one else has ever done it anywhere in the world.
I don't think it's achievable with the current plan. Their idea that they will get private sector to pay 2/3 of the cost of it, I don't think is going to work. It failed over social housing, it failed over social bonds. I mean, it's a public conservation estate. DOC has the skills and the capacity to make a big improvement, but they need the resources to do it, and they're not there.
All right, and finally back to today, the launch of the swimmable rivers. When? I mean, have you got a timeline? When will these 10 rivers that you've chosen be swimmable?
Oh. Well, it's going to be up to the communities in New Zealand to make that happen. So that's why we're campaigning. Today I'll be at the Ruamahanga River, which is the river where that belongs to my whānau, my hapu, and in the Wairarapa. And we'll be working with the schools there, with the community there, with the marae there, who have been doing planting and restoration. And that's the thing. We can support those communities and those organisations doing the good work. We'll hold a public meeting tonight about it. And so let's talk about all the solutions that we've got and work together to support each other to fix them.
I love it.
Oh, great.
Not just because you're promoting it either.
In your rivers.
No, I love it.
I want you to frolic freely in the rivers too, Paul.
Excellent.
I really do.
You and me together. Brilliant, Matiria. Thank you very much for joining us. Matiria Turei, the Green Party co-leader. It is a great policy, and here's what I love about about it. It doesn't just rely on actual policy decisions from government. That's part of it, yes. Resource consent is part of it, yes. But it also, if we can give people the tools to actually go out to their little bit of the river, or to go and help people, just plant a few trees, just put up a bit of fence and things like that. This can be done.